What's up, everybody out there on YouTube? This is your man, Shadic Stick, dropping some hot farraga on this mic. Tell me how you guys doing today. Welcome, everybody, in the chat. We got some things we're going to be talking about today. And let me make sure the gain isn't too high on my microphone. There we go. There's going to be a lot we're going to be talking about. Definitely got some clickbait in that title. Not really clickbait. It's not even clickbait. It's actually talking about a certain incident within I guess the Etika fan base. It's about a week or two old now, but it's something that I wanted to speak on because I think the entire thing is kind of stupid. We have, first of all, I'm gonna be talking about, I guess, the Nintendo Direct. I wanted to do a video breakdown, but I was trying to download the video, and every time I tried, things went wrong. So we're just gonna talk about like my Nintendo Direct thoughts overall. We're gonna talk about Smash characters, all this other stuff. We're gonna talk about just YouTube channels and the tech and gaming side, and we're going to talk about this Young Falcon, Etika, Alice, Pika, Triforce crap. We're gonna talk about the Billy Mitchell, Todd Rogers, and Triforce fake scores drama within, like, I guess, the retro gaming community. We're gonna talk. Spoken on it yet, but he said a little bit in his video that he made about Evo and how he enjoyed Evo overall. We're gonna talk about the Sonic voice actor being Ben Schwartz in the movie. Yeah, we got that fresh cut. Thank you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not like responding to the chat when you pulled out the kit. It creeped me out by that, bro. That was just wild. And then I'm gonna talk about the Fine K668. Also, don't let me forget, guys, because this is something that I added last minute. I was thinking about it today, and this was something I wanted to talk about last time. The IGN Philip Mewson plagiarism thing, because that is ridiculous, bro. We're also going to be talking about emulation sites getting eviscerated, what games I'm playing, and I'm going to take some topics from the chat. The reason this episode is earlier than what I want it to be is because I got in the afternoon, I got somewhere I got to be. But anyways, you know, let's talk about some Smash Direct thoughts. Overall, you guys know that I enjoyed that Direct. That is the best, like, outside of, you know, the one we had at E3. That is the best Smash Direct we've had, like, ever, period. Thank you, my boy. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, RG. What's good? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream, Alex. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad y'all are here. All right, I'm all ears. Is that just another Hank Hill account? Welcome to the stream. But overall, I think it was done extremely well. I think the inclusion of Castlevania into Super Smash Bros. Opens up the doors even more for more third-party characters. People don't understand that the fact that we got two third-party characters announced opens the door. One is an Echo Fighter, and we didn't know if third-party characters were going to have Echo Fighters at any capacity. One's a new Echo Fighter, and one was a new character, so that opens up the door for other characters. So I'm gonna talk about, like, breaking this down. You know, first of all, the banner at the end where it was just like they were adding people, they just extend that every time, because, like, going back and looking at it and stuff, they just extend that every time there's a new character. So like, we were talking about empty spots. The empty spots aren't really, like, empty spots. They're just, that's just how it was drawn. Then they just expand whatever proportion of the image they feel like they need to add a character in, which I'm pretty sure they have a finished version of it already, but they have it all set up to where, like, oh, we have this one ready for this or this one ready for that. That this game has the true Smash ballot results. Bayonetta being the winner worldwide was a lie. No, Bayonetta being the winner worldwide wasn't a lie. She had the most votes worldwide. Like, she was number 1 in Europe. She was, like, number 2 in the US or something like that. And she was, like, really high in Japan and other regions. It wasn't a lie, because a lot of people wanted I wanted Bayonetta in Smash, especially because around the time, you got to remember, around that time, Bayonetta 2 became, you know, Nintendo put their PP on the table and said, hey, guys, Bayonetta 2 is ours. Bayonetta is a Nintendo franchise now. And they looked us straight in their eyes with Sakurai's pee-pee on the table, saying, and she's also in Smash. And that's what happened. That's just what happened, man. That's the best explanation I can give. Let's see. I'd rather have Shadow as his own playable character with his own moves. You still hope for him to be playable. I mean, like, I'm fine with him being an Echo Fighter. I just don't like... I mean, Sonic doesn't look like he's going to be super toxic in this game. So, because of, he can't run past you. That was my big issue with Sonic. Like, not my issue, but that's what made him so toxic to fight against. Because Sonics can just run past, right past him, bro. Like, just another hand kill account. Like, you got to take into factor what was happening at the time. First thing I hear coming in the stream, Sakurai PP on the table. Yeah, dude. He lays a schlong on the table and says, "Hey, these are the characters coming into Smash." That's what they did with the last Direct, though. That's what they did, bro. Came up with the big guns, like twatting, Shadic, lol. What's good? Welcome to the stream, Prince, and also welcome to the stream, Prodigy. How y'all doing? Make sure you hit that like button, guys, and hit that subscribe button. It helps out them. Share out the stream, by the way. I'd highly appreciate it. But then, looking back at it, I think the first thing I'm going to talk about is the story mode stuff. Because the story mode is one of the big things I'm hoping it's something like Subspace. Because Subspace was a really great mode. It really expanded what Smash Brothers can be. Smash Brothers actually acted like sort of a platform action brawler. Like, in terms of, it felt like Subspace made Smash feel like an entirely different game. It just didn't feel like a fighting game at that moment anymore. It felt like a beat 'em up at that point. Like, it's really weird. It felt like a platforming beat 'em up, and I really like that. It actually felt, obviously Sakurai is, he's the creator of Kirby, but it really felt like I was playing like Kirby with difficulty, and that's what I really liked about it. That's one thing I really liked about it. It felt like that. It was always like that. It's just one of those things I hope really returns. We're hearing it's going to be called like Spirits or something. They've, what is it called? They enhanced the resolution. But no, they've tried to match up the font and stuff with what it says. Maybe it's Spirits, maybe it's Sports. We don't know what it could be yet. But at this point, I'm really hyped to see what it could be. Because we know that's going to be the flagship single-player mode of this game. Obviously, we're going to have Classic and all this other stuff. But in events and just challenges and 100-man Smash and All-Star mode, we're going to have those modes. Obviously, those are staples. But hopefully, what I'm hoping is they bring back Smash Run, bring a story mode, something like Adventure or Subspace, and then bring in Smash Tour and have online modes for all three of those. Because that's one thing I really think Smash Brothers needs to venture into, is to allowing anything that can be played in multiplayer be played online multiplayer. And that's the one thing I've always wanted. From my experience in Smash for 10 years and from video games in general, from what I've seen, I believe that's story mode. We all believe. Soul took over a doll, so the new Spirits mode may have teased, I actually got to talk on that in a minute. I'm gonna come back to that Geno thing, just the hand kill account. Hoping Nintendo can tap in this game if there's a story mode. We are all hoping that. Like, Subspace had really untapped potential. I mean, like, yeah, it was great. I can't believe Shadic got schooled by RPG. You meant RRG, Sonic Time. I know that's you, RRG. Melee fans will never be pleased with anything that's not Melee in HD. And they would hate Melee in HD because it's not on a CRT. So Melee people are very entitled and self-absorbed. But the first thing is, I have some predictions. For Super Smash Brothers Ultimate characters that we may get announced in another Direct or in some trailers coming forward. What's good? Welcome to the stream, Danny. We good. We just talking. Right now, we're talking about Smash. Some characters that I believe are going to get announced. Now, I've already said this in a video. If you haven't seen my top 5 Echo Fighters for Super Smash Brothers, make sure you guys go watch that after the stream. But it's one of those. I said 3 characters. There are 3 characters I was saying could be possible Echo Fighters or should be Echo Fighters. That's Shadow the Hedgehog, Ken Masters, which would be for Ryu, and Jon from Bayonetta. And the reason I say those is because we're seeing a trend with more Echo Fighters. I believe all the third-party characters are can have this is also another thing with Chrom. Chrom's an Echo Fighter, but he has moves from other characters. So that confirms Echo Fighters don't even have to have all of the same moves as their own character. So Shadow could definitely be an Echo Fighter, while having his own original moveset, technically. Like, he'll still have, like, the base moves, maybe the spin dash, homing attack, and all this stuff, but maybe he gets Chaos Spear. Maybe he gets, he gets Chaos Control for a teleport for his recovery move. That's what I think we're going to get. What's good, Couch Hopper? Welcome to the stream. I really hope we get Shadow. We all do. What's this? Give me that Sephiroth poster. That wall scroll, my dude. I also got this Tifa one. I just ripped it off the wall. I got this Tifa one, my dude. Like, bro, we out here, bro. This one's small. The Sephiroth one's big. Let's see. But that's what I'm thinking we're going to get. And I also think we may get Proto Man. I don't know. We might get Proto Man. And also, I think Skull Kid will come instead of Gino. Now, people are like, oh, Gino's coming. He was the only costume in Smash 4 to have, like, the little Gino blast onto the scene thing or whatever. But listen to me. What is happening with Shadow, because they're not showing off Shadow, they're showing off Knuckles as an assist trophy. They're hammering home Knuckles as an assist trophy, not Shadow. And they in that last direct, we saw that the Moon was an assist trophy, not Skull Kid. Skull Kid has yet to be shown off as an assist trophy. He was an assist trophy added as DLC in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, but we haven't seen him as an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So what does that tell us? I think that Skull Kid is coming in full force in this game. Young Link is returning, and I think because they're having Young Link return as a character, and they're focusing with Ganon and Zelda on older designs, I think they're gonna bring in Skull Kid to be somewhat of a, I guess, another antagonist and another rival for this new story mode. If you guys remember, all right, let's look at this. All right, if you guys remember this, all right, during the King K. Rool portion of the direct, all right, it's called Rivals, because all of the characters were fighting their rivals, because technically King DDD is he's technically a rival. You can't even, in some cases he is an antagonist, some cases, you know what I mean, but he acts as one, you know, plenty of times, and he's very much a rival for Kirby. What I'm thinking is they're going to get Skull Kid in Smash through this, and what they're going to do with Skull Kid is he's going to be the rival or antagonist for Young Link, so they can incorporate Young Link and Toon Link into the story. Toon Link we already know is going to get incorporated in some form of fashion, but that's how I think they're going to incorporate Young Link. My bad. Unplugged my headphones. Yeah, this is a podcast, Trey. It says it in the title. Trey, come on, man. You already know how it is, Trey. Come on, bro. Skull Kid should be in Smash before Gino. Like, Gino, I don't have an inherent problem with Gino being in Smash, all right? Minecraft stage and King K. Rool being rare. I think Bad Joe could be in the game. Well, the thing is, like, let's see. Well, King K. Rool is technically, he's under the, I think he was designed, if he was designed by Rare, that's a Rare character, but if he was designed by Nintendo in-house, he is a Nintendo character. That's the thing. My phone's acting up, can't see the title. Oh man, that sucks. I had to realize that the Game Awards 2018 is on December 6th. Oh yeah, y'all guys want me to stream that, by the way? I'll stream that. But Skull Kid has been represented in Ocarina of Time as with the Skull Kids in Ocarina of Time in the Lost Forest or whatever. They interacted with you when you're youngling. They're like, oh, you're my friend, and then when you grow up, they want to kill you. But in Majora's Mask, the Skull Kid was taken to a new level. You have Skull Kid. He's being controlled by Majora. We already know this. You know, Majora's technically the villain of that game, but at the same time, for the longest portion of the game, Skull Kid is acting as the evil guy. You're looking at Skull Kid and you're like, oh wait, this kid's trying to destroy an entire town. So I think Skull Kid has a better chance of making it into Smash, especially since the way they're treating some of these characters, than Gino. Gino, I'd be fine with him being in Smash. Do I want him in Smash? No, I don't really care to have him in Smash. I'd be happy without him in Smash. If he was in Smash, I'd be happy for people who want him in. I'd be hyped to see him in because, again, he's a new character. I like seeing new characters in Smash. I wasn't really super excited about Ridley. King K. Rool, I was kind of a little bit excited for because we don't have that many DK representatives. But in terms of like overall representation from all of Nintendo's franchises, I think Zelda, we haven't had a Zelda character added into Smash since Brawl, and then that was more of a swap. So hopefully we can get another character that isn't another Link, a Zelda, or Ganon. So that's what I'm hoping for. You saw my reaction, right? I could have played Ashley way too much if she was playable. That would be cool. It would have been cool to see Ashley as a playable character, but I'm fine with her being an assist trophy. You know, her entire thing better take up the entire thing though. I better hear it's Ashley. Like I better hear that when she comes onto the screen. Gino versus Skull Kid. Already did that. Smash meter debate. This is a thing I need to talk about. All right. People are wanting Smash meter to be not banned for competitive Super Smash Brothers. And I think that's actually stupid. Now, people are saying, oh, maybe they could balance it for competitive play. No. The reason why Final Smashes are banned is not because that they aren't via meter and that they're an item that's floating around. No, that's not why Final Smashes are banned. Final Smashes are banned because they're busted. Imagine a Jigglypuff. You're playing a Jigglypuff, all right? All they got to do is press B to win once they get enough meter. That's an automatic KO, no matter what. No matter how you look at it. She want an Atari representative in Smash Bros. Since Smash at this point is a celebration, but it won't happen. Yeah, it won't happen. I don't think Nintendo wants to affiliate themselves with Atari right now anyways because of how the Atari VCS is turning out. I also wish Zero was playable Radical Hedgehog. Meter and Smash. We are a real fighting game. Yeah, no, that's... Oh, I remember that from the street. Yeah, no, but people want the meter to be used, and I'm like, the reason you can't use it because Final Smashes are just straight broken. They're made to be broken, you know? Because when you're playing a game casually, it won't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really break the casual balance, you know what I mean? Because everything is broken. So henceforth, since everything's broken, you know, everything's balanced. But it's one of those things where I don't want to, I like, they made it less OP on the meter. No, that's not how that works, Alex. Literally, Jigglypuff's Final Smash makes her take up the entire screen. She grows to the size of the screen. And you just instantly die because you can't get back on the stage. Like, there are characters with Final Smashes like that. We saw in the trailer where Marth killed someone at 20% with his Final Smash. Like, no, they didn't balance. That was when they were showing off meter. This is when they were showing off meter. So, no, they didn't balance it for meter. That's not how it works. Like... At a competitive, like, I'm fine with it playing casuals or playing with my friends and we have, like, we have Final Smashes. That's fine. That's, you know, that's pretty fun. But when you bring Final Smashes into the competitive part of Super Smash Brothers, it just breaks the game. I don't want them in the competitive arena. Now, let's talk about stage morphing. Stage morphing is different. Stage morphing, I think, it may or may not have a place. I'd like to see it. I think it'd be pretty cool. It calls for some interesting matchups as long as there's no like insta deaths or you're falling off of the stage because of the stage changing. I'd be fine with something like that. I'm not offensive about me since it makes Smash like other fighting games with a gauge to attract more players, but it's like the thing is, it doesn't make it inherently more like other fighting games just because it has a meter. Like, people are like, oh, they're like, Final Smashes are like supers. No, Final Smashers are like unblockable one-hit kills. They're like Guilty Gear one-hit kills, but Guilty Gear one-hit kills are impractical. You will die trying to kill someone with a one-hit kill. It's just cool and funny to see. But in Smash, Final Smashers go through shields. They go through shields. Why would you implement that into the competitive arena when characters are gonna die because it goes through shields and most of them you can't block? There's some you can dodge and if they whiff, they're open afterwards. But all they literally have to do at the higher competitive level, you're not gonna see people whiffing those Final Smashes. They're gonna combo straight into it, and it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun. Stage morphing is different. There's a discussion with stage morphing. I feel like there's no discussion when it comes to that Smash meter. That is actually ridiculous. Saying they could or could not do something when they've already shown they aren't doing it is ridiculous. Like, people are saying, oh, it's a meter, so other fighting games have meter. It's the same. No, it's not the same. Final Smashes don't intrinsically work exactly the same as supers in another game. Supers do a lot of damage in other games. That's the point of them, but you get punished for using them. If you miss them. If you miss them, you get punished. And in Smash, you do not get punished. There's no punishment for using them. They don't make it impractical to use them, or they don't try to make it to where you have to work to use them. It's just broken. It's going to be on Battlefield on Omega mode. Nah, it's not, because there are other stages that are legal besides those. On top of that, we got stage hazard toggles, so that automatically makes more stages legal. Really want Rayman and Shadow for Smash. Same. You know what? I kind of want to see Rayman. Shadic is getting angry. Yep, I am, my dude. Some people get caught off guard. Like, it's just ridiculous. But let's talk about this, bro. Since we're talking about Smash, let's talk about Smash channels, bro. This is getting ridiculous in the Smash community. You have a good point. Like people are looking at one thing and not looking at the entire picture. And no, Trey, stage morphing, you just go between two stages. As long as you don't like die from the stages changing or from certain stages changing, I think it'd be fine to implement it in competitive play. That's how I feel though. But let's see. Let's talk about Smash channels, tech channels, gaming channels, just period. Like, I was watching Review Text USA stream the other day. He was talking about the oversaturation in gaming and tech channels, and he's right. In gaming and tech channels, we're just chasing leaks, we're chasing news, we're chasing rumors. And so many people are doing it that it's about to get to a boiling point. Jesus Christ, my brain just died. Shadic bin source is not replacing Roger K. Smith as Sonic Sega. That's in the Lord. We're not talking about that right now. I'll get back into that later. Bruh, we're staying on this topic right now. We're moving to that later. But the YouTube gaming news and tech news channels have become all the same. You see everyone uploading the same video. Like, say for instance, if I watch RGT85 and I watch Spawnwig Media, you know, I watch both of their channels. I like their channels. I like their different takes on things, but they're doing the same thing. It's gotten to the point where, like, I've just started dropping channels. Like, I won't watch one channel because they're doing the same thing. I don't watch Smash channels now because it's ridiculous. It's like, you know, the reactions, I already know it's going to happen. Everybody's going to react to something. That's fine. But you have people talking about rumors and leaks, and they don't add anything new to the table. We aren't seeing new discussion. All we're seeing is, oh, here's a character analysis. Oh, here's a character to prediction that every other person is predicting this character, and nobody is actually trying to make original content. Nobody's trying to talk about different characters. Nobody's trying to talk about different things. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I've done this before, especially when I was doing Sonic content. Everybody was talking about the same thing. That's why I stopped talking about Sonic, because guess what? Everybody starts talking about the same thing. It becomes oversaturated, and that genre of channel just becomes ridiculous to watch. There's a green screen character seen riding a car and seen with Sonic film when it's cool. All your subscriptions upload stream Fortnite, honestly. What do you think the likelihood of Banjo being in Smash is? If he gets in, I don't think there's a high likelihood, but there's some type of likelihood there. There's some type of likelihood there. Like Banjo is a character, like Sakurai with this game, he's listening to every character that people want in the game. Like I said, Ridley, King K. Rool. In previous Smash games, he was just like, nah, I don't want them in there. But people are asking for it, and he's giving it to them. So I think Sakurai sees that, and he's just like, yo, I'm going to try my best to implement every character that I think possible that's iconic or synonymous with Nintendo into this game. Or just synonymous with gaming and important to the gaming history overall into this video game. I think that's going to happen. Like, Yeah, Prince. That's what I'm saying. Variety is the spice of life. It's ridiculous. Like Review Tech USA, he put it the best on his stream. Like, we're part of the problem. Everybody's a part of the problem. The viewers are a part of the problem. The YouTubers are the biggest part of the problem, and YouTube's algorithm is a part of the problem because it feeds off of that. Everyone's uploading the same thing, and it just becomes monotonous and boring. Everybody's talking about the same thing. Nobody's, giving some type of new perspective. There's just all the same garbage. It's not garbage, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, it's not even fun to talk about certain things anymore. That's why I haven't really been uploading, guys. Like, I find it hard to talk about stuff. Everybody's talking about the same thing. Everybody's talking about Smash Meter. Everybody's talking about dog on stage morphing, whether it should be legal or not. And I was just like, I'd rather say that for a topic in my, podcast. You know what I mean? It's stuff that I'd rather talk about here where we can break stuff down and we can just have this debate about it. Yeah, it's all about what's popular, not what's, original anymore. But let's talk about this Young Falcon Etika drama, bro. I'm gonna try to get Doom 2016 on Switch. But let's talk about this Young Falcon Etika drama. Actually, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be back. We'll talk about that soon.
Let's blast through with sonic speed!
I got some Oreos. I'm sorry. Stomach was calling me. But I'm gonna go to Chrome. When I open up Chrome, I want to talk about this drama. Now, this only is drama because people are attacking this dude. And I think this dude has one issue with his entire. What's good, Pixel/Sanic Mobile? What's good, my dude? Welcome to the stream. You were typing in the chat earlier. Hold up. Your chat went to the bathroom on stream and his mic picked up everything that was going on. Did he do that? I don't watch all the streams, bro, so I can't speak on it. It sounds funny. Oh, don't eviscerate my computer. Alright, so this is Change Etika World Network.
Etika is one of the most unique.
Before we start this, he brings up some great points in terms of talking about, hey, the fans feel a certain way, and he's showing examples that, hey, we feel like we're not getting the most from you, Etika. We don't feel like you're upholding your end of the bargain. The issue is the sense of entitlement at the end of the video, which I think kills it, bro. It kills his other arguments so badly in the eyes of other people, because he has valid arguments and criticisms, but the issue is, it's like he's expecting him to drop everything, and even though this is his job, he's acting like it's all like everything. Etika's life revolves around all of the individual people when it doesn't. Etika has a life of his own, so that we'll see. We'll watch this. You're saying he's definitely changed. He's the same person, bro. The issue is, like I said, Etika is the same person. He just doesn't upload as much anymore. And y'all guys have to realize Etika goes to a lot more events now. Like he was at Evo. He was literally streaming from Evo. He was streaming for Evo for his people. He just streamed the end of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And Etika hasn't addressed this at all, because I don't think he really cares. Etika does him. What people don't realize, first thing, all of the stuff Etika does in his videos, Etika does himself. It's all Etika. And he brings this up in the video. He's just like, well, I think you should pay other people to be your editors. You should do playthroughs, let's plays. When Young Falcon doesn't understand the higher complexities, I guess, of YouTube or of how people run their channels. Not everybody runs their channel the same. Etika has even said it himself on stream. I remember when that stream he said he did when he had been gone for a really long time. He was just like, I didn't expect this many people to be here, because to be honest, he's honest. Like, Etika's honest with himself. He's just like, I haven't been streaming. Like, I didn't expect y'all to be here, but I really appreciate it. He's been streaming a bit more consistently recently. You know, he's been streaming like once or twice a week. But it's one of those things where people don't realize he has a life. He does all these things. Yeah, he's a freelancer. Like, Etika is doing more than just like, oh, I'm a YouTube. Like, YouTube is his main income. Yeah, but he's at a point in his life where, like, he's doing a lot of things. He's going with doing a lot of networking, hanging out with a lot of people. Now, let me turn this down a bit. Sorry if this lagging. I have my OBS CPU.
He has over 700,000 subscribers, has a die-hard following that reaches far in multiple Nintendo and anime communities, and his presence spans the entire gaming community and, of course, the Twitter memeverse. What I'm trying to say is it's extremely difficult to believe you've never heard, whether it's his eccentric smash reactions or his
He's just talking about, like,
lackluster stream schedules as of recent. I mean, just
like, hold up. Like, I want to look at this. All right. So it says 4 months. Like, his stream schedule is lackluster, but he's putting out, like, some YouTube channels can't even put out, like, doggone 4 or 5 videos a month.
I mean,
one of those
despite how popular Etika is, he rarely has a consistent schedule, especially in the span of late 2017 and all throughout 2018. He barely streams, barely uploads videos, and overall has an extremely rushed presence. What do I mean as in that? Short streams just consisting of him sitting down, reacting to YouTube videos that fans send him through donations or things of that nature, and when he does upload content or videos, they're super short, ranging from 4 to 5 minutes tops, sometimes even...
Oh, so I need to turn down the volume even more? Jesus. Alright, so let's talk about this. The short streams, alright? The streams and stuff. People are like... One of the points he brings up here is, and it's gonna keep going. Let's continue.
Shorter. This has hit a boiling point with the Etika fanbase as of recent due to all of his streams feeling really repetitive. Recently, Etika will just start a stream out of nowhere, gather a bunch of donations, and then disappear for 3 to 4 weeks and rinse and repeat. This would be fine in all honesty if maybe Etika was just busy during this summer. After all, this season is where all the cons and tournaments go down, and Etika loves attending these parties and hanging out and getting wacky, but no, this has been happening all throughout 2018. But before we get to that, I'm getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Allow us to talk about the major issues with Etika's channels and how he can address and fix these issues quickly for a majority.
Alright. This is where his video just takes a nosedive. So he brings up, it feels like one of the major arguments he brings up, and other people in the Etika's fan base bring up, is like he only streams when he needs money or something like that, or he only streams when he feels like he needs to. It's this guy is making a rant on Etika for views. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I understand his criticisms. They are fine. That is completely fine. I don't feel that way personally. Like, and I feel like if Etika streams so he can get some money, he's streaming so he can get some money. That's his job. People don't realize this is his job. You're donating. Like, people don't realize just because this is YouTube and just because this is a platform for free content, that does not mean that you're entitled to something. People feel entitled to different things. If you're donating, yeah, you're supporting the cause. But say, for instance, if this was television and you were watching a television show, you're paying for it already. You're getting free content on YouTube, and that's the thing. I don't think people understand that. If you feel like Etika's streaming just so he can get some money, oh, well, he's getting money. That's his job. His job is being a streamer and a YouTuber. He's putting out content. Like, I didn't expect him to do anything for his fans. The guy in the video is ridiculous saying that. I agree, he only streams for money now. The reason he streams is that he noticed the backlash. I mean, like, he makes money as it is. And the thing is, I understand, your criticism, but it's one of those things where you should just, like, the video takes a nosedive, not because he's saying, oh, this is why I'm subscribing for Etika, I just don't think his content is as great anymore. He's trying to tell him he needs to fix how to fix his stuff. And that's the issue here. You can't give this type of, I guess, advice, or you can't tell people to change inherently when you're just watching as a viewer. Like, this isn't something that's any sketchy thing where anyone needs to be called out on. No, you're just giving your opinions on his content and what it's become over time. You need to, instead of, saying, oh, you have to do this, like he's saying, oh, watch this.
Of the fan base jumps ship. Etika, please get a proper stream schedule going. I love your content.
Stream schedule. Again, say I'd like it if Etika had a stream schedule more consistent, or a stream schedule more filled up. Instead of saying you need to do this, because he doesn't need to do it. You're telling him this because you want it and you feel like you're entitled to it. The video comes off extremely entitled. When you say you need to, you're showing that you're entitled. You're saying you're entitled to something from him. You can't do that. You just can't do that. Like, if his fans want to give him money, his fans want to give him money. You can't stop people from doing that. Like, if you really don't want to donate, don't donate. He's not forcing you to donate. I don't even think he asked for donations. People just donate to him. They like to see the man hype. If he's talking, like, people don't realize, especially, like, he'll have like 20, 80,000, 100,000 people in the chat. He cannot read every message. I don't understand why people expect, oh, the streamer has to read every single message in chat. What he does do is he does interact with the chat. He'll try to get the chat to do something, he'll be like, hey, yo, guys, can I get this in the chat? Or, yo, how you guys feel about it? He'll, summarize some of the content so he can see some of them quick enough. He'll talk about it. The donation thing, you try that when you're a streamer. This comes from my own experience and just seeing other people, who are streamers. When someone donates, you try to address that first because, they're going the extra mile to give you money. You know what I mean? And they're trying to support your channel. Hey, that's a courtesy thing. That's a courtesy thing. That's not you have to do that to communicate with them. No, that's a common courtesy thing. If someone drops $500 on stream to Etika and he reads their chat before he reads anybody else's chat, guess what? He's probably gonna read it because of the fact that this person dropped $500 to do that. But let's progress.
I know it would be great if I could actually watch and support your content. It's extremely hard to support your streams and videos if they literally just randomly pop up in my feed from time to time.
Again, that's an unsubscribe thing. If you don't want to support it, unsubscribe, bro.
And when your live streams do occur, they mainly consist of story times or you watching random wacky YouTube videos. Listen, Etika no longer plays games.
Again, that's a content shift. If you don't like, there's a difference between like, his quality going down or his content changing. Because him talking about the story times, people are entertained by that. People are entertained, but people want him to react to videos and give his commentary on certain videos he's watching. He'll sit there and he'll talk about a 5-minute video for half an hour. People obviously are entertained by him doing that. You can't say that, because he doesn't play games, that's an inherent drop in quality. Because to be honest, Etika isn't really great at games. He's not. So seeing him do other content outside of just talking about video game, outside of just playing video games, maybe talking about video games, maybe talking about trailers, maybe talking about recent things, that's something his fans want and want to continue to see, bro. That's the thing. Did this boy get a new haircut? Yes, I did.
Reacts to anime or even continue series he starts. Games ranging from near
No, it feels like he thought about it. He was coming from a genuine place.
But why, yes, these all became
the sense of entitlement.
We are very frustrated that you haven't even thought about finishing any of these Let's Plays. These are all serious.
Another thing, the Let's Plays and the games. If you have never done Let's Plays, I'm gonna tell you right now, Let's Plays are the hardest thing to do on all of YouTube, especially in 2018. Back in the day, you could just, I'm gonna play a game for like 6 hours, I'll record, and then I'll just chop up the videos, release them over the course of the next month. No, you can't do that now. Like, the reason I said Sam, the Procrastination Station, has such great videos, because you have to put so much effort into doing a Let's Play. You have to put so much effort in that, having that pushed out. On top of that, it's draining when it takes away from the game when you're playing it for other people. You're not playing it for yourself anymore, or just yourself anymore. You're playing it for other people. And when you're playing it for other people, it takes away from the game. It can detract from the experience. And then on top of that, he's playing these super long RPGs. What are you expecting? Persona 5 is a 100-hour game. If he don't finish that game, bro, he don't finish it. I don't know how long Xenoblade 2 is. That has to be like at least a 30, 40-hour game. At least, I'm assuming. Because I think the first one's like 100 hours. So, man, let's say it's a 100-hour game. You're expecting him to spend all of his time just playing this one game. He has other things he has to do in his life. And the fact that he holds out playing these games, he'll grind and stuff. He'll do things that don't progress the game, like what he was doing with Xenoblade. But he makes sure he plays it for the stream. You gotta respect that. I don't think people understand this. And he streamed the completed Xenoblade 2 yesterday. But again, he's coming from a genuine place. Like, don't attack this dude.
He began and stopped.
Don't
I know he finished games
What's good,
like Undertale.
Novak?
That was great.
What's good,
Surprisingly, it created some of the most
so
fun
Xeno 2 is 100
from
main
Etika's
story
live streams. It's literally so great. It's one of his donation alerts.
Determination! We'll do it!
It blows my mind that he doesn't do more of these.
I recently
a couple ways he could format his stream is having a couple days meant for gameplay.
Really
maybe
videos.
Etika gets through 30 minutes to an hour of gameplay without any donation alerts, so he can focus on the game at hand and spend a little bit of time catching up with donations and sponsors after he's already played a little bit of the game. After he catches up, it's back to gameplay. End of the stream for the day, and he moves on.
Another thing. He's talking about Etika needs to make these things for sponsors. He needs to make these things for donations. No. People don't understand. You're supporting your content creator when you're doing donations and you're sponsoring them. They're not entitled to do anything for you. You do it out of choice. Nobody's saying, oh, you have to go out of your way to do this. It's nice if you do it. We really do appreciate it as content creators when you do stuff like this. And I'm a small content creator. I'm not Etika. I'm not this dude with almost, over 500,000 subs. But it's like when things like that happen, when someone donates a lot, when someone's a sponsor, constantly supporting your content, you respect that. But at the end of the day, you're not entitled to do everything for him. Because again, there's hundreds, thousands of people constantly giving this man hundreds and hundreds of dollars. At this point, they're basically like investors in a business. All they have to do is pull out at any time they want. That's all they have to do. All they got to do is stop supporting Etika. If that was really that big of an issue, it would have stopped. Like, it's one of those things. You can't feel entitled to something. You got to stop feeling entitled. You gotta stop making these YouTubers feel like they're entitled to do every single little thing for you. Because that's why a lot of these YouTubers, that's why they have to take breaks. That's why they have to quit YouTube, or they feel like they have to quit YouTube. And again, not everything's about gaming.
Videos,
exactly,
I kind of understand the lack of content. Etika creates news updates or skits videos, and during dead news periods, especially gaming or tech news, it's hard to create video content. So what can he do in the meantime? Maybe do sponsor game streams where he plays games with sponsor chat, have the fans vote in a straw poll, or has fans.
Again, you're telling him he needs to do these things. You don't realize how much work this is, bro. Like, this is like, this is something you gotta have other people. Etika's one man. He's only doing what he does not want people. He don't really trust people with handling his channel. That's respectable. You gotta respect that. He doesn't really want people handling things on his channel. He wants to be the one that handles it. So you have to respect that. You have to realize this is one man doing one thing. Like, again, this is one of those things. Just drop him. Stop supporting him. Stop watching him until he gets his stuff together. Or until you feel like he gets his stuff together. This just sounds like entitlement. He's a grown man. He has a life. He does other things outside of YouTube. Like, not everybody is Ninja. Not everybody is Ninja. Ninja streams for 12 hours a day, but guess what? He's making $500,000. He's also on a different platform that doesn't allow him to take breaks. When he took a break from, like, Twitch, I think he lost, like, 20,000 subscribers. Like, Jesus Christ. People gave him no leeway. If Etika's fans support him to the point where they don't want to drop him, then they'll keep supporting him, bro. You gotta realize, like,
vote for special anime
if you
videos
have
wants
this
to
much
react
of a
to or
problem with
anything
it,
of
just
that
drop
nature.
them, bro.
These all are tiny things that can help drive the community and, of course, at the end of the day, help expand the Joy-Con boys. It also will make Etika more interactive, which in turn brings in more viewers because they would love being able to interact with a guy one-on-one.
I sound heated, but it's really hot in my room.
He's tried things like this in the past, and it has had much success. So why stop it now? Moving on to literally, Etika, please interact with your fans more. Be active in your community you helped create. And I don't mean occasionally reading comments during live streams and donations during live streams and answering a couple questions here and there. You created a whole subreddit, but you never respond to any of it.
If he forgets about his Reddit, let him forget about his subreddit. He doesn't have to. A lot of YouTubers don't interact at all with their community. Again, this is one of those things like you're acting entitled to it, but there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of YouTubers who do not interact at all with their community. Some don't feel comfortable like directly interacting with their community. There's a reason why on Twitter and stuff, Etika doesn't always reply to people. On top of that, you foster drama. You allow that allows people to seep in and come to attack you. That's one of the things, again, you got to realize.
If it's questions or concerns with your live streams, people on Twitter will try getting in contact with you, but you're never really there to respond to them. We know you're on Twitter, so at least try to be a bit more active. Maybe
And again, on that Twitter thing, bro, if hundreds of thousands of people are sending him tweets, bro, think about how many people are tweeting at him. Does he have time to look at every single tweet? Does he have time to respond to every single tweet? Because I've realized now that my channel again isn't big, but now that I've gotten bigger, I can't respond to every comment. My brain just it's just like when you're responding to 40 comments, when I have a video with like 100 comments, I'm gonna try to respond to a lot of them, but I can't respond to
Shadic,
videos.
Who is this man?
Yo, what's good, Shadow? What's good, Shadow 7918? Again, thank you, Shadow 7918. This is Young Falcon. Don't send this man hate. Do not send this man hate, cause like I'm criticizing his viewpoints, all right. But at the end of the day, he had well-constructed thoughts. He gave his thoughts in a constructive manner. The issue I have is that you're looking at this from a I want this, so give it to me perspective. You can't look at it from a gimme perspective. You got to look at it from a realistic perspective. This dude is a human being just like you and I. He has things to do in his life just like you and I. You got to look at it like that, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Tweet a bit more often, just do something. It feels like there's long stretches of time where you completely cut off your fans from the internet. At least that's what it comes and what it feels like when you're interacting with the fan base. To increase fan action for sponsors and things like that and donators, people who just support you, maybe you should create a Discord and not have.
And then he's talking about this Discord. All right, you said to get more sponsors and donations, all right? So he's telling them how to get more sponsors and donations. And the issue is he gets so many now that it's hard for him to respond to everybody. It's hard for him to be involved in the community because there's so many people in it. Again, Attica isn't like some YouTuber like me who has like 3,000 subscribers. No, he has over 500,000 people who are supporting his channel, who are watching his content. Over 500,000 people. There are more people supporting his content than in half of the counties in the United States, and more than half of the cities of the United States. You gotta realize you gotta realize the sheer scale and how large and how influential and how big Etika is and his channel and his brand is. At this point, he has to have some type of business perspective when it comes to his channel, to his content, to his self on social media. But let's continue going. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Like a random guy who created it, invite people from sponsors and things like that. None of that. I want
exactly.
You,
Ethan
Etika,
and Hila,
H3 for sponsors.
They actually took a break from their community. They took a break from online
streams and have fan interactions. It's okay to have a couple moderators, but not too many moderators that just want to like completely overrun everything, and still interact with those people, still interact with those fans in your chat, you know, ask them questions and things like that. Just anything to keep it going and just be a successful stream. All right, you got it? Cool. Let's move on to the next part. You really need to get some help with your channel. I know you've said multiple times in past streams you don't trust people to help you.
Again, this is the most annoying part to me, because I'm one of those people who I don't really accept help with the channel. If I collab with someone, like I may tell them, like, I'm not talking about sharing out my videos. I'm not talking about sponsoring donations. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about super chat. I'm talking about having people directly work on my videos, my thumbnails, my content. The reason I do not have people do that is because I personally want to do it. There are a lot of content creators who are like this. There are others who have the income to spend, or they don't have the time, so they have to hire other people to do it. But you cannot make someone do it. You gotta understand that, like, Etika doesn't want the help. He doesn't want the help, bro. You gotta understand, like, that makes me mad. That actually makes me mad. Like, I'm loud right now. I was loud earlier, but I'm just being loud. This point actually makes me mad, because you're telling him that he has to invest his trust into someone he either doesn't know, or he has to invest his trust in someone handling something on his channel. Because you also got to realize, you got to teach people how to do things your way. You got to tell people, hey, I want it specifically like this. You got to train people to do things the way you do it on your channel. So, and that's another thing. Like, I'm giving you a great example. Review Tech USA. Review Tech USA, he said specifically multiple times, he doesn't, first of all, he doesn't have the expendable income to hire people. But if he had the income to hire someone, he doesn't really feel comfortable with having someone hire someone, because he doesn't have astounding editing. He's not really that great at editing. He's admitted this himself. But because of his style, because of his humor, because of the way he does things on his channel, because of the way he carries himself, and because of the way he puts himself out there, he thinks he doesn't really want anyone else doing it but him, because he wants to feel like it's from him. Yes, they have business decisions they gotta make, but it's a personal thing too. You're creating the content. You want to be the creator. That's one of the big things YouTube is about. Can't calm down sometimes. His fans are too spoiled with content. I'm pretty sure this is why they're mad. Now, honestly, they are, because like there'll be times where Etika will upload like 7, 8, 9 times in a week, and then he'll go a while without uploading. It's kind of like that entitled. It's not even spoiled. It's entitlement. They feel entitled. Let's continue.
At all with the Etika
but I
World
like
Network
this video because I think
the name change to Etika World Network to Etika.
While
there's many fans that wouldn't mind creating stream highlights and posting
his sense of
onto
entitlement
your
is an
YouTube
issue.
channel to help you out.
I gotta say,
like you archive your streams on your channel.
He presented himself.
Maybe you could get a little bit of assistance with that ordeal and help create some highlights to once again just keep content fresh.
That's good.
Another thing I feel like is it seems like you're always rushing out to go to parties and create the biggest party and things of that nature, and just do every tiny thing but actually help out the Joy-Con boys.
Again, you gotta realize, like, he's going to parties with personal friends. Like, you, at this point when you're saying, oh, you're doing everything but helping out the Joy-Con boys, you're having all these parties and stuff, at this point you have put yourself and the fans over his friends. You can't do that. You actually can't do that.
If you're creating all these parties and things like that, how come the Joy-Con boys never get to see any of it? You built an entire brand. Scratch that.
I'm gonna call you random trainer now, Waluigi. I'm just call you that.
You were off to a strong start at the beginning of 2017, and day by day, week by week, it's starting to crumble little by little. I guess what I'm trying to say is, it no longer feels like we're Joy-Con boys. We as fans feel like we're the Etika World's bank machine. I love Etika. I love his content. I've been watching him since the Smash Bros days.
Again, if you feel like you're the Etika World's bank machine, stop donating. Stop sponsoring. Stop giving the man your money. Stop. If you feel that way, if you genuinely feel that way, I don't understand this mentality. He has no power over you. This isn't some type of power dynamic where there's someone bigger pressuring you to, oh, you need to donate. You need to do this. No, if he asks for donations and stuff, that's fine. Because I think he's asked, oh, yo, let's see how many. I think when the Joy-Con Boys shirt, he wanted everyone to buy a Joy-Con Boys shirt to represent the Joy-Con Boys. But he never pressured anyone into buying it. He doesn't pressure anyone into doing anything. People donate just to donate. He's like I said earlier in the stream, he's wilded out by the fact that people still do that. He's just like, there are times where I go forever without streaming. Y'all just come in and donate. I'm confused as to why you do this. As to why y'all support me so much. He's grateful for the support. Like, I don't understand.
I've tuned into all the streams I could,
but I'll like his video just
I'm noticing his content take a huge hit. I'm not sure if he's just become increasingly busy over the years. Hey, if that's the case, then don't be afraid to talk about it with your fans. Use Twitter. Make some pre-recorded...
Again, he doesn't have to disclose this information if he's busy or not, bro. That's his personal life. He doesn't feel like he needs to disclose it. He doesn't have to disclose it. Again, like I said, he presents his points well, but I just feel like his points are invalid because it's all entitlement. It's entitlement. It's not actually like,
to hold fans
let's
over until the next
talk
stream.
about something.
Just
let's
do something for the
bro.
Joy-Con Boys, because right now it feels like you don't really care about us as a community. And I know this is some harsh criticism, but it's the truth that needed to be shared. Please, if you're watching this, take some time to bolster your content, make some pre-recorded videos, start creating some more skits, and come back stronger than ever before. I'm begging you, Etika. We love your content, but as fans, we don't know how long we can go before we just have to stop supporting someone that doesn't even upload on our subscription feed. It feels like there's nothing left to support. Short streams, no games, no news updates, no skits, nothing. We've been left hanging way too long, and it's time for Etika to come back to the light. I'm sorry if this seems harsh and unfair and unjust, but it's a legitimate concern I've had with the Etika World Network brand. I love the content, I love the frequency of the streams in the last 2 years, and this year it just feels like you're taking a break from all that. Towards the end of 2017, it felt like you were taking a break.
And if he needs to take a break, let him take a break, bro.
Like, it's not that things don't
big of a
feel
deal,
right anymore, and it feels like you're trying to take a break from us, if that makes sense.
If he needs to take a break from his fans, Ethan and Ela Klein, Ethan and Ela, like they took a break from the internet. They took a straight break from the internet. They couldn't stay. It was killing them on the inside. I don't think people really still understand this. Like, it's ridiculous. His name's Young Falcon. Don't go and harass the dude. Don't go and harass the dude, bro. Do not go and try to attack the dude. Like I said, his name is Young Falcon, though. So if you just don't go and dislike bomb, don't do that stuff. That's toxic. We don't do that here, and I don't support that. Like, just watch the video for yourself. Come to a conclusion if you want to. But this is my take. This is my take on it. So
sorry, spoke a little bit from the heart there. Spoke a little bit off script and all that. But yeah, I love Etika's content. I love seeing his channel. I love everything about what he does with his reputation, his brand, his personality. It's all why I come. Even the story time stuff, it's all good. It's
my Quickster. It's automatically Attica is a brand. He's a business. He's a business at the end of the day. Everybody on YouTube who's doing YouTube, especially at that level, you have to come in YouTube creatively minded and business minded, because you got to think about growing your channel and you got to think about being creatively free. Like, I got to put out content that I want to put out there, but at the same time, I have to say, oh, this is what's going to push my channel further. This is going to push my growth. So Etika, yes, he is a brand.
It's like he's not all there at the moment. It's like he's really ducking us, and we just want to make sure that that's not the case. That you
come on, man! If this was 10 minutes, this dude could put all the ads in there.
Etiquette, please.
They could put all the
don't
ads
take
wanted,
this as a
right?
bad thing. This is just a simple wake-up call of sorts, asking if you could be a bit more active on the YouTube scene, and if you need assistance
for a person's opinion vid is also as dumb. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said don't go on the video. Don't dislike. Don't go dislike bombing. Don't go doing that stuff. Don't go doing that stuff. Again, this is my take on his opinion, because this actually reached outside of this. Like, how'd you hear about this guy again? I heard about him because I saw this video by this dude Tyre. This dude Tyre made a video, and Triforce had made a video. Triforce Empire Arcadia. That dude, old Jamaican dude. He made a video talking about people talking about Etika. You know, Triforce runs off at the mouth. He didn't. The issue with Triforce I had was that Elijah Lawson. He's playing Persona 3, I know. What's good, Elijah? Welcome to the stream. By the way, guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It'll really help your boy out here. But it's one of those things where, like, hold up, because I think Tyre made a video. Because I was actually going to make a video on Tyre's video. I was going to break it down, but I didn't do it. I didn't feel like. It's the Etikas Changed Part 1. And it's one of those things. It's one of those things where you gotta sit down, because I heard about it through Triforce. That's the thing. It got recommended through Triforce's video, though. And I was just like, all right, let me go watch it. And, like, I think the issue is people are reacting toxically to this kid, and they're trying to put down Falcon. And the issue is, like, Falcon looks like he's genuinely trying with his content. He's trying to have a dialogue. He's trying to have a discussion.
Fans that are here
Oh, thank you, RG. No, I gotta thank Shadow for that, bro, for the donation. Did I get another donation notification? But, like, ooh, you need Falcon. Hit me up if you want a banner commission, bro, or some thumbnail commissions. But he looks like he's trying to have a dialogue or discussion with his videos. He doesn't look like he's coming from a bad place. He's coming from a genuine place. The issue is you got to look at everything as a whole, bro. And I think that was his issue with this video. But go subscribe to Young Falcon, if you will. Go subscribe to the dude. Let's give him some help. Yeah, he's received a lot of hate, and that's the issue I hate. People are giving this dude hate, because I've seen him in Discords that I'm in, him posting his videos and stuff. He's not a bad dude. Like, they act like he's evil because he had an opinion on Etika. I don't like his sense of entitlement when it came to the Etika situation, but I gotta say, like, he constructs his opinions well. Like, while I may not agree, I do not like his opinions, nor do I think he has a good opinion on the situation. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna attack this dude and tell him, oh, you should go kill yourself over a video about Etika. But it's the fact that you have people like Triforce who are attacking him. I watch Triforce. Like, I get entertained watching the streams. The dude's really good at Tetris, you know what I mean? I watch, like, retro gaming channels and stuff, and that's one of the things he's really good at. Is like watching him play Tetris actually boggles my mind. I was like, there's a reason this man has 42 world records in Tetris. Jesus Christ. But you have this situation, and Christine, Etika's ex, Alex Pika, she was just attacking. She was attacking dude. So this is a video, and it's a follow-up to the Etika video. It's a follow-up to the Etika video. It's a follow-up to it. And these are the tweets he could share, because I think she deleted them. She deleted them, I think. But this is what Alice decides to do, or Christine decides to do. She decides to attack. And see, I didn't know this was a thing on Twitter when you quote people, because, like, people don't get the full context. And I never knew that, because I quote a lot of tweets. But, like, I never knew, it's like, you're quoting tweet, because, like, he explained it in the video. He was just like, she just kept quoting my tweets, and I was just like, why is this? And I looked into it, and I was like, oh, that's why. But he's like, you need to change that title. There's no truth revealed. You think this is a think piece. And he said, I'm sorry he decided to take the clickbait a little out of hand and named my video, changed the EWN. Sorry for the inconvenience. Like, how about don't believe you can force change on someone? And she knows she has a bigger fan base about it. She doesn't tell her fans, oh, don't do this, don't do that. You know, he's like, okay, sorry, I just want to express some frustration I had with this channel. I didn't mean for this to become a whole ordeal. And he apologized. He's just like, hey, I'm sorry if this has offended you. How about you don't believe you can force change on someone? They lost it. How about I don't believe you can force change? How about, like, it's stuff like this. Like, she's just coming at the dude, repeating the same thing, bruh. Yeah, and that's his ex, bruh. His ex. I think he has a new GF. Christine is she a Patreon girl now, so I stopped following Christine. I stopped watching and following her. I don't know, I might still follow her. I know she kind of thick, but but I stopped watching her because I was like, oh, you becoming something I didn't expect you to become. But let's talk about this entire Billy Mitchell, Ted Roger Triforce situation. So in this entire situation, you have a bunch of old dudes. When I say old dudes, I'm talking about people from the gaming community. They're big in the gaming community because they helped spawn this competitive atmosphere within gaming with older games. They're getting taken down. They're getting attacked. They're being brought down. And they're saying their scores are invalid and stuff for them. They're taking their records away. I just wanted to talk about this for a minute. And I don't think it's really all that big a deal. Triforce had this video he made where Keemstar actually interviewed him. Because if you guys don't know, Keemstar's kind of intertwined with him and all that. Keemstar interviewed him and you're trying to get that rebound. Oh my god. But what's it called? Like Keemstar interviewed him and stuff on stream, and you know, it was just like, while Triforce, you know, some things about him are shady or whatever, it's one of those things where I'm just like, it's really not all that big a deal. If the scores are fake, they're fake. If they're real, blah, blah, blah. It's video games. It's not, I don't know. I mean, Garrett Bobby Ferguson. My name is GFB. Does that stand for giant bearded face? No, it stands for Garrett Bobby Ferguson. Yeah. But let's talk about the Smash 4 Evo drama. Now, if you guys don't know, let's see, Smash 4 Evo Grands. Oh man, I almost closed it. Smash 4 Evo 2018 Grands. Now, if you don't know, there's a reason why these videos have dislikes. And it's because of the disrespect that Captain Zach and Lima showed for the competition. People are saying, oh, this was coming because people are attacking Bayonetta mains, etc., etc. No. They are stupid for just doing this. Because, first of all, you've delegitimized Smash 4, and then the people in the crowd booing have also done this. The people in the crowd booing have delegitimized Smash 4. The people, Lima and Captain Zach have definitely done it by that little thing they did on stage and then saying, oh, we didn't know what we were doing. No, you knew exactly what you were doing. You were sitting there halting the game, knowing that you were going to trigger everybody and make everybody mad because you know nobody likes Bayonetta. They knew nobody likes playing Bayonetta mains because that character carries people. It carries people. At the end of the day, because if you look at Captain Zach's record, let's look up Captain Zach's record. Let's look up his Captain Zach's record. That man was I think he was a Peach main beforehand, all right? Captain Zach, Smash. Let's just, I'm pretty sure we can go through and let's go to Smash Brothers Wiki. When Bayonetta came out, if you look at all of his wins as a Peach main, all right? He was doing okay, you know what I mean? He was doing okay. He won some tournaments, but I don't think it was any majors. He didn't win any majors. He won some locals, I think. I think these were locals. This doesn't show. Like, he tries to say it's not about randoms booing you and stuff. Stop acting like a child, bro. You're on stage. You know what you're doing. If you had sat there and if both of you had played respectfully, people wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad. Well, it's like I didn't want to see Bayonetta's up there. I wouldn't have been mad at you for playing the game. You deserved to win. You got the win. Or at least same thing with Lima. Y'all played well. Y'all deserved the win. No matter what character you're playing, y'all deserve the win. Y'all played well enough to beat everybody. Y'all deserve the win. But to go up there and poop on everything that the Smash and on the progress the Smash community has made within the FGC is ridiculous. People don't understand this. Like, people want to say, "Oh, Melee, Smash, all these." They want to say Smash doesn't need Evo, but we were begging to be in Evo for years so we could be respected and represented in the fighting game community. We act childish. You have the people in the crowd booing, acting childish. You have Lima and Captain Zack on stage acting childish, and then you want to get up here and say, "Oh, I didn't know we couldn't do that." You full well knew what you were doing. Imagine two people in boxing. You're in a boxing tournament or some type of MMA, some type of martial arts or fighting tournament, and they go up there on stage and pull the crap that Captain Zack and Lima did, and they just sit there? No, we wouldn't have that. People would be pooping on them. People want to defend this crap. It doesn't matter how toxic the fans are. It doesn't matter because you're up there representing us as a community at Evo on Grands. I had people in the chat. I was watching the chat. I was looking at the Twitch chat. People from other fighting game communities were sitting there laughing at us. They were like, "Wow, this is really Smash 4 Grands?" And then Evo won't want us back. CO won't want us. You want that? Do you really want that? Are you really that stupid? Jesus Christ, man. And like, you can have fun playing the game and stuff. It wasn't you could obviously tell they were sitting up there trying to troll everybody. And it wound up not being funny because it wound up being disrespectful to all the players that came out there that were on Evo at top 8, bro. You had MVD defending did he defend Mistake? I think he defended Mistake out there when they were booing him. He tried to stop the crowd from booing him. You're disrespecting people like MVD who's out there respecting you and how you play. But no, you gotta sit there and say, "Oh, I was just doing it for fun." No, that's ridiculous. You disrespected the game, you disrespected everybody in the community, and you definitely delegitimized Smash as a competitive video game. So think about what you've done. Exactly. There's a time and a place. Like, I don't mind them up there talking and stuff like, talking to them in between the matches and stuff. And, you see them giggling and stuff. But they're sitting up here laughing while they're stalling on stage. Live. Jesus Christ. And you would think this is Evo. This is the biggest major of the year. Hands down. No other fighting game tournament is bigger than Evo. Super major of super majors. Jesus Christ, man. It gets me heated. Oh, man. Zero also gave his opinion. Zero, Larry Lur, and other big players gave their opinion. They were like, "This is childish. Why are they doing this? The people in the crowd, why are you booing?" Like the people who walked out, admittedly, if they didn't want to watch that, they didn't have to watch it. But the fact that you were sitting there booing in the crowd, now if they were booing the stalling, that's different. But when you're booing these players and they're on stage just for playing a character, like, well, I hate seeing Bayonetta mains up there because I dislike fighting the character. I love the character as a video game character, but I dislike fighting it. I dislike seeing it in tournament. I gotta respect them because they're still playing to win. These guys are playing to win. I gotta respect the fact that they're playing to win. They're trying to win these tournaments. They're trying to win these games. They're trying to get this money. So at the end of the day, you do have to respect that. They may not be doing it in the most legit way, but they're doing it and you gotta respect it. You gotta understand where they're coming from as a player. You can't sit there and boo people for playing the video game. Jesus Christ, man. Like, he's 16, talking about, "Oh, I didn't think I was representing," but you were representing everybody. You're 16 years old. You're not no doggone, 7-year-old on stage. Like, what is this? Don't give me that bull crap. Exactly, it was disrespect and arrogance, Miles. All right. Man, I I went off on a tirade, bro. My brain is like, oh. All right, let's talk about Ben Schwartz is a Sonic voice actor. He's Sonic's voice actor in the movie. Now, I already know he isn't replacing Roger Craig in the games. But I think it's ridiculous that you did not even try to get Roger Craig. That is disrespectful, I believe. Like, I understand, you may want some other type of feel, but instead you should consult Roger Craig. You should go and try to at least get Roger Craig. If he wasn't befitting, but he is the Sonic voice actor right now. And I definitely think Roger Craig does a fantastic job at Sonic. It took me a little time to warm up to him, but when you really look at it, Roger Craig's Sonic is like hands down one of the best. Like, when we're talking about consistency, because Jason's Sonic at first was not good. His Sonic wasn't good at first, but he built it up and it got really good. I think Riders was when his voice as Sonic was really like peak, because Shadow and Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic 06 weren't really good, but every other game that Jason did, he did Sonic really well. But we have Ben Schwartz here, and I'm not gonna sit here and poop on Ben Schwartz. That's fine. That's not his decision. Ben Schwartz is just accepting a job. So people attacking him are dumb. They're dumb. They're actually brain dead. Anyone attacking Ben Schwartz for being the new voice of Sonic in the movie, which he's not the new voice for the entire series, he's just for the movie, but still, it's ridiculous that Sony, Columbia, whatever, like Paramount, they couldn't, they knew they could have got Roger Craig Smith. Roger Craig, the people are like, but, you have, people are like, well, Ben Schwartz does all this. I'm like, Roger Craig Smith is one of the most prolific voice actors of all time, arguably. He's known for being Batman. He's Batman. Like, come on, bro. Jesus Christ, man. But I want to talk about TSR, bro. TSR, these mechanics they're showing for Team Sonic Racing looking like a whole snack. This game is looking way deeper than what it actually is, bro. Like that game looks way, it's way deeper than what it looks. My bad. Like, we saw the gameplay stuff, and when we're breaking down, like, you wouldn't think, that's whatever. But they have slingshotting, which is, this is an actual racing term, which you use the draft from one of your teammates to boost you ahead. And I was just like, bro, that is actually cool. Like, bro, they're actually putting in effort into this game. So I'm happy to see what we could get from Team Sonic Racing. Hopefully we get something great. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. You know what it is. Let's talk about this microphone. This is the 5-Fine K668. This microphone is amazing. When I say it's amazing, it is great. For a $20 microphone, let me say that, for a $20 microphone, bro. And 5-Fine sent this out to me. This isn't like, they sponsored it and they were like, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just talking about it because I feel like there are people on my channel who are trying to get into streaming and stuff. They're trying to get into, like, content creation. This is a good first mic. I remember Ben has a new Sonic going first. This Roger's been Sonic going 8 to 9 years. It's like, yeah, people like Twip and Premium crash on Roger a lot. I don't care what other people's opinion of Roger is. I think he's amazing. Again, it took me some time to warm up to him because, like, it was just so out of place. It was so different from Jason. But then when you look at it as a whole, his Sonic is actually really great. Especially in Boom. Boom made me, like, think his voice was almost. I'm about to start maybe liking him more than Jason a little bit, but I don't know. This mic though is $20. The only issues I have with this mic is you cannot use it without a pop filter or windscreen. Plosives, if you guys don't know what plosives are, they're those, when I go, that's what you're hearing. Like the Peter Piper picked the peck of, if I go, Peter Piper picked the peck of pickled peppers, it doesn't reject those well, and you cannot get close to this mic. Like, the proximity effect destroys it. It starts clipping and everything. But this is a great mic. It's about $20. I think you guys should pick it up if you're trying to get into content creation. You can use it on PS4, Xbox One, your computer, your phone if you have an OTG cable. It's a decent mic to pick up, and I'd pick it up. Usually got a new VA because he's a huge actor, so they're trying to cash in money. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're trying to get B-list and A-list actors for the film to attract people. That's what they're doing. Is Roger Sonic, like people say, Roger Sonic can't be serious. I mean, in Forces, when he needed to be serious, he was serious. Anytime he's been serious with it, Like, he's been serious. Like, he didn't like. And that's also comes down to writing. That's not a voice actor thing. That's a script thing. Like, because given the scripts, he obviously can do it. He's, like I said, he's voiced Batman. Like to sit here and say, oh, he's just butthole. I'm like, no, he has an attitude. He's cocky. Just because he tells jokes and cracks on people and roasts people doesn't make him any less of a Sonic than Jason Sonic. Like, I don't understand that. People don't understand, first of all, how to separate. People do not understand how to separate writing from voice acting. Because the writing is different from the voice acting itself. I'll have to hear Ben Sonic. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do a great job. I'm just saying, like, they should have got Roger to do it. He's the current Sonic voice actor. There's no reason he couldn't have done it. Unless it was a personal thing from him. But let's talk about all these emulator sites getting eviscerated. Nintendo is coming around and they are throwing down the ban hammer. They are saying, oh, let me put this out here right now. Y'all are getting eviscerated. I literally wrote, Cool ROMs back in the day took down all Nintendo ROMs to prevent evisceration. Now, does this mean that ROMs are going to go away? No. Emulation, we need it. We need these ROM sites. Because video game companies do not archive games. They don't do it well. They aren't reproducing the carts. They aren't reproducing the discs. They aren't having them to where they're digitally available forever. No, they're just maybe re-releasing or remaking some games. And then the rest of them get thrown out the door. Tell me the last time we had... tell me what was the last greatest remake we had? Xevious remake. We haven't had those. I keep hopping in and out. No, it's okay, RG. Exactly. They can't eviscerate every single ROM site. And MU Paradise is shutting down the download because they aren't trying to get eviscerated. Love ROMs is gone and MU Paradise is hopping the curb. But I think everything will be fine. Alright, so some games I've been playing. Street Fighter V and Project M, really, those are the only things I've been playing lately. I played a little bit of Overwatch and some of The World Ends With You, but that's it. Like, tell me what you guys, like, overall, like, I was gonna take some topics from the chat, but I'm gonna have to go in a few. So I gotta take another shower. I've been sweating this entire time. But I want to talk, I want to tell you guys some stuff about the channel. This podcast is going to be at the forefront of the channel, but that does not mean I'm going to stop making videos, and that doesn't mean that I'm not going to stream. I've been trying to think of a way to do this, but I'm going to do this on the podcast right now, since I know a lot of people even go back and rewatch the podcast. I said this last stream, but, like, I won't have as much time. I'm going to be doing these on Sundays. Some Sundays I might not even be able to do it. I might have to push it back to Monday. It depends. But I'm going to really try to get out this content. I'm going to really try to bring the podcast at least weekly, so you guys have some type of weekly content and just some type of series to look forward to. And I want to thank all of you guys for really supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. You've been playing Kingdom Hearts KH1, Dream Drop Distance more specifically. That's actually nice, man. You have archive it on the Wayback Machine website. It's harder to find games that are archived from way back. Yeah, that's actually harder to do, because once they take away the servers, because, you know, they're obviously going to have the hard drives, but if the servers aren't up, you can't get it anymore. Overwatch Shadic. RRG just hit me up when I'm playing the game. I played it like once or twice this week. I haven't been playing it a ton. Have you been putting things on archive? I mean, things that I'm about to start collecting retro games and stuff, so I'm not even worrying about putting things on archive. But guys, I want to thank all you for coming out to the stream. This has been your man. I think I'm gonna end the podcast right here, because it's really hot and it's getting to me now. But this has been your man Shadic Stick. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this out with your friends, and I'm out of here. Peace. Kiss.